There you are, waiting for you. Hey, getting close to lunchtime, so your Pratte pack wanted to save you a little time. So I gave you a little brown bag this morning with some of that delicious chili. Or better yet, why don't you stop in at one of your neighborhood Brighton hot dog shops and hit the drive-thru. You're in, and then you're on the go with some comfort food. Their chili, incredible. Pick up one or two and take it back to the office. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little Sunday Night Football in America. Ezekiel Elliott, man, this young man is proving that he is meant to be a running back in the National Football League. The Ohio State Buckeye, 159 yards, 26-20. Dallas over Tampa Bay. They're now 12-2 on the year. Jameis Winston, 247 yards for Tampa Bay, a fine young quarterback and 2 touchdowns. It snapped the Buccaneers' 5-game winning streak. Now tonight, one of the best brands in America. Monday Night Football, ESPN, Josh Norman going back to play his former team, the Carolina Panthers. And it will be Washington at Carolina. Carolina, they've been having a whole lot of bad luck this year. Washington, on the other hand, I'm a big fan of Coach Gruden. They are starting to skyrocket. Their stock is going up. So that's the Monday Night Football game tonight. What are we going to be discussing on Rob Pratte Monday night that starts at 7, right after the Allegheny Health Network program, Medical Frontiers? Tonight, Dr. Gerald Pfeiffer and his guests will be discussing anxiety disorders. We'd love to hear from you at 866-391-1020. Dollar Bank Instant Access, KDK.com. And remember, you can always reach the doctors at the Allegheny Health Network by dialing 412-DOCTORS. We have got a great guest list. I'll get to that in a moment. But what we're going to be talking about, one of the big stories today, the 538 members of the Electoral College are set to make it official and to end all the drama of the 2016 presidential election. 270 votes are needed to win it. Donald Trump is going to, but by a very slight margin. 306 should be the final total. Now, to kind of give you an idea of some big numbers and some numbers that weren't so big as far as the Electoral College and some past presidencies, Ronald Reagan, when he got reelected in 1984, 97.6%. And then there was the great FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, 1936, with a 98% approval from the Electoral College. Now, if you're looking at Donald Trump and you're saying 56.9%, boy, that's kind of slim. But it has nothing to do with what the possibilities are when it comes to a president and his cabinet and his administration. There was another president who won with 56.4%, who went on to do some pretty big things. Maybe you've heard of him, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. So we'll talk about that tonight. One other note, too, from the world of entertainment, Zsa Zsa Gabor. Who is Zsa Zsa Gabor, you may be saying to yourself? And for those of you who are baby boomers, you know who she is and was. She died yesterday at the age of 99 from a heart attack. She was Miss Hungary in 1936. She was married to the great Conrad Hilton and a legendary actor of the 30s and 40s and 50s, George Saunders. Motion pictures included her performance in Moulin Rouge. But she really epitomized what Hollywood and glamour were all about in the 50s and 60s, and she made numerous appearances on television and game shows. Always found her fascinating and a great wit, and she truly was from the golden era of Hollywood. One of Hollywood's greats has died at the age of 99, Zsa Zsa Gabor. The program tonight, Angela Trotta Thomas, Lionel. She is a Rembrandt when it comes to the brush and memories of that great Lionel train that you had, I'm sure, under your tree growing up, and many people still have today. It has become such a symbol of the holiday season, and her paintings are not just collectibles, but they are treasured art for those of us who love Lionel, and I have such respect for her, and some of my most prized possessions are her paintings that I have hanging in that Pratte Pack station. So Angela Trotta Thomas will be here tonight. And also, in the business of broadcasting journalism, I grew up watching The Tomorrow Show with Tom Schneider, who just had that infectious laugh and truly an amazing wit. But make no mistake about it, he was one of the best in the business, not just delivering the news as an anchor, but as a person who could give you an interview with a 1-2 punch. But he also had a passion, like I have had my entire life, for toy trains. His began in Milwaukee growing up as a kid many years ago. Sad to say, he is no longer with us, but he did a documentary years ago in which my son Robbie and I found fascinating, the history of Lionel. and we have watched it many times. So tonight I'm going to share a few clips from that documentary of Mr. Snyder talking about his beloved toy train passion and Lionel. And we'll also talk to the brand that has taken Lionel to the canvas, Angela Pratte Thomas. She'll join me on the Disc Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline. And also, God Said, Man Said, Dave Polovich. I have known him, ladies and gentlemen, for over 4 decades. I met him many years ago in Eastern Ohio while working at a radio station, and he was hosting a program called the Trumpet of the Lord radio broadcast. And at that time, I was the man on duty, the early Sunday shift, and he would bring his recording in on the old reel-to-reel Ampex tape. That's just to give you an idea how long ago this was. And he would always spend a little time and give me some comforting words. Very dapper, very intelligent, and articulate beyond belief. And I just was mesmerized by this man, and I've always had such love and respect for who he is and what he's all about. And if you have never gone to God Said, Man Said, I think you should before he joins us tonight at 10 o'clock on the Disc Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline. I think you too will become a believer in a man who really knows all about the greater good, and that man upstairs making it all possible for us to have our many blessings, not just this time of year, but throughout the year. I absolutely have the utmost respect and love for Dave Polovich. Tonight, God Said, Man Said, a beautiful holiday treat to you, my radio audience. Ladies and gentlemen, going to work, and then we will talk later tonight at 7, Allegheny Health Network program Medical Frontiers from CBS Radio World Headquarters in Green Tree as we get ready for another Rob Pratte Monday night on the Pioneer Broadcasting Station of America, News Radio 1020 KDKA. Good morning.